Yeah, yeah. The world is so small till it ain't. Yeah, I'm building up a wall
Hello,
till it breaks.
it's Sunday. We've had a big week in Da Nang, Vietnam. It's been working, visited a lot of cafes. They are the new office at the moment, and it's been fun, man. We made a lot of progress. We've been very focused on one of our clients who's a big partner, and we're launching with them soon a new educational program, so that's pretty exciting. And just arrived at a hotel in Hoi An, which is about 30 minutes south of Da Nang. Here we are in the hotel room, just watching a bit of higher up wellness in the background. But yeah, it's a Sunday. We're both pretty tired. We got up and ran this morning. We've done probably about half an hour's work, really not much today. Really feeling unfocused and tired, to be honest. So we're going to play some paddle, have a bit of the Sunday afternoon off, and then get back into things tomorrow. So let's roll the clips. First gym session, both feeling a bit sick, but completed it. And we're now going to jump into the first work block. And at the moment we're working on systemizing things as much as possible. Something we've learned is we've been in business, 8 months now, maybe longer, and we're constantly iterating, we're constantly switching up our offer, we're constantly reviewing how we can dial in our systems even more. And frankly, it takes probably 6, 7, 8 months before you're even in the position to actually have a strong offer, because it takes months of iteration, it takes client projects that go wrong, and every time you get it right, you think, okay, here's what we need to double down on, here's what we need to include, and every time you get it wrong, you think, here's what we need to change. So if you're starting a business, and you're in our position, you're in your first year, your first few months, be prepared to be rubbish, be prepared to fail, and be prepared to need to rejig things constantly. And just stick with it, trust the process. That's what this episode's about, trust in the process. We're going to show you us enjoying the process. Today we woke up at too late, 10 a.m. The old me would have beaten myself about it and would have probably let it run the whole day. But look guys, it is what it is. Everything's part of the process, just make sure you're having fun as well. And that's what we've been working on this week, just enjoying the work. So yeah, we can jump into work block. We're going to work on these systems. We're really dialing our funnels. And what we want to do is productize our service as much as possible. And that's something that you guys should start thinking about as well. And this is something that my mentors taught me. It's how repeatable can you make service delivery? Because when it's customizable and when it's tailored to each client, that's great, but it's hard to scale. So how can you make it as templated and as standardized as possible without compromising the value that your clients are getting? And that's our focus. So whatever service you're providing, obviously if you're product-based, then it's a bit different, but if you're service-based, think how can you standardize everything about your service delivery and build SOPs, build templates, and all the rest of it. So I hope we'll see you in a bit.
Let the games begin. A million ways to win. I'm sick of the wait and sick of the pain. I live with this weight within that weighs me down, but nevertheless I find a way to win. I pick up the pace and simmer the game. The shook of the pace I bring.
Both Facebook and Instagram, although we're cross-posting to the latest reach, just make sure that the post is scheduled for today. Oh yeah, hard.
Over there.
Over there? Nice. Is it? How often do they do it?
Every night.
Every night.
From 8.
What's the tradition behind it? Oh, 5k completed. Feeling good. Felt pretty fresh. Took it easy. Yeah, I found that if I don't exercise, my work really goes downhill. And every moment at the desk just becomes so much harder when I don't give myself an hour or two a day to move the body. And it's weird because I don't always feel like doing the exercise, and obviously you hear that all the time. But yeah, it's always worth it, man. I feel so much more ready to go and work than I did before it. And I think this is where balance comes in, Me personally, I'm thinking very long term with everything that I'm working on. And so I'm not in a rush. And I think there's a lot of notion on the internet now. If you're starting a business, or some of you might not even be running a business, whatever you're working on, you might feel like everyone on social media is making it by the time they're 19, by the time they're 20, and they're telling you you're running out of time. But don't buy into it, man. You know, if you got a vision, you're working towards it, you know the time scale for which you want to achieve things by. And actually don't get too attached to a time scale. That's what I found has really helped me. Like, since I've detached from a time scale, since I've stopped trying to rush the process, I feel so much more at peace and so much more relaxed, and therefore I'm enjoying the work more, and ironically I'm probably therefore going to make progress quicker, right? So yeah, coming back to balance, with that in mind, I don't mind doing things apart from work, and one of those things is exercise. Like, it's personal hygiene to me. It's a non-negotiable because it makes me feel good and it keeps me fresh. So
Trip, I never fall, God knows I came close.
Don't try this at home.
I know I probably need to do better. Fuck whoever, keep my shit together. You never told me being rich was so lonely. Nobody know me. Oh well, hard to complain from this 5-star hotel. I'm always in a rush, I've been thinking too much. But keep it on the hush, no one need to know, just us. That's really all it takes. We don't need nothing but today. The world is so small, till it ain't, till it ain't, till it ain't, till it ain't.
and then just move it into the posted archive. Okay, so that means everything once it's posted, we move it to another folder, and so there's no confusion. You know that anything in here needs posting and it hasn't already been scheduled. So the video's in here, so that on the 7th, at the start of the week, you can go in and schedule 5 or 6 posts in advance, and that means you don't need to do it for another 5 or 6 days. So that's the point we want to get to. It just means we're ahead of the game. This video currently hasn't been labelled. I will label it as a day it needs to go out once a bit closer to the week. So usually
something wrong in heaven, baby. Ooh, I swear something wrong with me. I can find something wrong in heaven, baby. But what I got to show for this honesty might be the shit I'm on forever, baby. Yeah. Would you still want to hold me down? She said I see you be right, wanna see you be happy. What if I don't know how? What happens when you get
Please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Oh, you're shining. Know you're my diamond. You need reminding.
Boom. Right, hello. You might notice it doesn't look like I'm in Cambodia, which is where I was flying to. I don't even know if I mentioned that in the video, but that's where I was flying to. I did go, then I did a week in South Thailand, so I've probably had about 10 days of not filming, but probably about 5 or 6 of those I had some form of food poisoning, and the other 3 or 4 I was just kind of enjoying, really taking in and being present for my last few days of travel. So that was that. Now I'm back home, which feels amazing. You know, I definitely want to go traveling again, and I really enjoyed it, learned so much, had a great time. But yeah, it feels good to be back. It feels good to build a routine again, and actually now feel a bit of a sense of gratitude and enjoyment for the routine again. It definitely reignites that spark when you're away from the routine for a few months. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here probably, but next week we're going to be recording one again, and I'm launching an offer for a client, so there's going to be some insight on that. I also just started, I had my first ever jiu-jitsu session today, so I'm going to do a few jiu-jitsu sessions next week and kind of see how that fits into my fitness schedule and things like that. Going to get lifting again, so yeah, next week should be fun. I'll take you along for the ride, so tune in next Sunday, I believe. Hopefully the video will be out, and I appreciate you watching this one.